And welcome back. Yesterday we heard from John Stiglmeyer and Justin Sell about College Game Day coming to Brookings this weekend. Now, how do the players feel? Yes, they have a huge game against North Dakota State to worry about on Saturday. You're looking at scenes from Game Day in Fargo 4 years ago. But we saw what an amazing event it was there. So the players are just glad it's coming to their campus.
I mean, this is a dream. You know, when I woke up on Sunday and I heard the news about it, I got chills. You know, I was like, almost got a little teary-eyed. I was just like, this is actually a realistic thing. And as a kid, that's the biggest stage you can play on. You know, it's game day, and having that opportunity to, you know, be in my hometown and bring that to Brookings is just, you know, it's truly an honor and a blessing. And like I said, I got the chills, and I'm still like in awe about it almost.
I think it's sweet for the community, the fans, the school. But if we don't win, I think that's kind of not a good ending to the weekend. So,
Christian very clearly on a mission to win the football game. Now, the winner of the game, which kicks off at 2 o'clock, will be in the driver's seat for a conference title and home field in the postseason. They will also get the Dakota marker for the next 12 months. South Dakota State has won 2 of the last 3 marker games. The Minnesota high school football playoffs kicked off tonight with 133 games. One of those was played at Hills, where the Patriots took on Lyle Pacelli in the 9-man playoffs. And boy, the Patriots had some fun here. There's Tyson Bork, who rumbles in for the score, ties the game up at 8-8. He had a huge game. Gavin Wysong, he did too. He finds the hole, and he is off and running for a touchdown from 45 yards. He had 14 carries, 188 yards, and 3 scores. Bork takes the pitch, gets to the edge. He's gone. 14 carries, 216 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Later on, it's going to be Gavin Wysong faking the handoff, and he's going to take it all the way for the score. It's 37-22, Hills Beaver Creek, and then Wysong throws one to Jax Wysong. He was 9 of 10 for 156 yards and 3 more scores through the air. Right before halftime, they go on to win 72-30. Now, the Cardinals of Laverne were also home against Worthington in the 11-man ranks, and this game was scoreless at halftime. Pick up action in the third quarter. That's Casey Sayre with a completed pass to Bailey Cowell for 27 yards and the first score of the game. And the one that iced things, Ashton Sandbolte, 28-yard touchdown run. He had 96 yards on the night. Laverne goes on to win 14-0 to advance. Again, there's your Hills Beaver Creek score. Some more local teams. RTR scored the final 30 points of that game. Tracy Milroy Ballatin wins. Dawson Boyd, 62 for the Blackjacks tonight. Canby just 7-3 there. Heron Lake Okabena beats Medilia. Edgerton lost a tough one, 32-28. Minneota wins 28-7. Bold beats McCrae, and Wabasso beats Murray County Central for the second time in a week, 21-14. Now, some teams don't like to talk about a win streak. The South Dakota volleyball team doesn't seem to mind, since they feel like they control their own destiny. Zach Borg has more.
Most athletes are superstitious when it comes to winning streaks. You'll understand why Sammy Slaughter was distraught after 11 straight Coyote volleyball victories.
I had the same ponytail, and I wore it for every practice and every game. And then 2 weeks ago, I lost it. And so I was a little bit nervous.
Fortunately for her, it's hard to imagine anything putting a hex on South Dakota's remarkable roll. The Coyotes have won a program record 16 consecutive matches, in part because the most important numbers to Coach Leanne Williamson are 1-0.
People probably laugh at this, but at one point in time today I had to ask somebody what the record was, because it's just not something that we focus on. We obviously know where we're at, we know the standings, but at the same time we have really, really tried to focus on us.
Which means knowing that in the pursuit of an NCAA tournament bid, losing isn't an option. The Coyotes' RPI peaked at 33 this year and currently puts them in a favorable position to get a higher postseason seed or an at-large bid should they fail to defend their Summit League tournament title. Position any loss could jeopardize.
There's always that what if. Okay, so if we don't win, are we even going to make it?
And the streak hasn't come easily, with the Coyotes winning 4 5-set matches during it, something they think will get them ready for the conference tournament.
It gives us that grit and that determination, knowing that we can't just step on the court and just expect to win, that every team is going to give us their best.
They just really trust each other. The buy-in is huge, and I think you can see that when they play on the floor.
Where they'll look to continue making their own luck. Zach Borg, KDLT Sports.
On to high school volleyball. The second-ranked O'Gorman Knights trying to follow up last night's win over Brandon Valley as they were taking on Roosevelt in the Riders Gym. There's Emma Ronsick with the kill. She's just unstoppable when she's on, and she was on again tonight. There's Brooke Kelleher for the Riders, and then Tatum Wilson with a kill. The Riders actually were in this game, actually with the block for Tatum Wilson. They were in this. 3-1 was your final, though. There's a kill by Reagan Riley, and Sydney Wambach is going to get the winner here as O'Gorman goes on to win 3-1 your final. Watertown ranked number 1 in AA. Beat Huron, Harrisburg, and Brandon Valley with a sweep. Highmore Herald, Parkston both win, along with Linton, North Dakota, Wolsey, Westington, Chester, and Kimball. White Lake win. Parker and Langford, Baltic and Burke victorious. Elkton, Lake Benton, and Freeman, Garrettson, and Winter. In women's volleyball, Dakota State improves to 15-8. They win 3-1 over Briar Cliff, and that game is now in the 8th inning with Washington leading the Astros. As for the Wild at the XL Center tonight, hey, Eric Stahl with the backhander on the rebound puts it in. He had 2 goals tonight as the Wild, who had been playing terrible hockey, actually get the shutout. Final score, 3-0 Wild. They're now 3-6-0. And that's sports. Well, I'll be right back.